He was just my Uber driver. Then he handed me a note as I left his car. Call your mother before she's gone. Those 7 words were scrawled on the piece of paper my Uber driver handed me as I was getting out of his car last Tuesday. I hadn't spoken to Mom in 3 years. I'd been working late again. Third night this week, my phone buzzing with texts from friends I kept canceling on. The rideshare app showed Peter, 58, in a silver Honda, would arrive in 2 minutes. I hardly looked at him when I got in, just mumbled my address and resumed answering work emails halfway through the ride. He cleared his throat. Mind if I ask you something personal? Great, I thought, another chatty driver when all I wanted was silence. Do you have family nearby? He asked, eyes meeting mine briefly in the rearview mirror. Not really, I replied, hoping my tone would end the conversation. It didn't. You remind me of my daughter, he said quietly. Always working. Order's too busy. The way he said it, her past tense parent made me look up from my phone. What happened to her? I asked, though something in me already knew. Cancer 2 years ago, his voice remained steady, but his knuckles whitened on the steering wheel. We hadn't spoken for almost 5 years before her diagnosis. Some argument about her career choices. So stupid now, my chest tightened. The last conversation with my mother flashed through my mind, part her telling me I was working too much, me accusing her of jealousy because I'd achieved more than she ever had, cruel words I couldn't take back. She called me when she found out, Peter continued. We had 8 months together before the end. Best and worst months of my life. When we arrived at my apartment, I thanked him, not knowing what else to say. That's when he handed me the note. I don't know your story, he said, but I recognize the look, like you are running from something important while chasing something that won't matter in the end. I stood on the sidewalk long after his car disappeared, that note burning in my hand. At 1:37 a.m., I finally called the number I'd never deleted but hadn't dialed in 3 years, Emma. My mother's voice thick with sleep and surprise. Everything okay? No, I admitted, tears finally breaking free, but I think maybe it could be. The next morning, I booked a flight home. Justity Mom and I sat on her porch swing, talking until sunset. We have so much time to make up for so many walls to break down. It won't be easy. I tried finding Peter through the app to thank him, but he's no longer driving. Maybe he was just passing through. Maybe he was something more, sometimes strangers. See what we're blind to, that some distances aren't measured in miles but in words left unsaid.